From News Channel 15, you're watching News Channel 15 Tonight with Kyle Peach. This is News Channel 15 Tonight.
Hi, good evening. Thanks for joining us on this Thursday. I'm Kyle Peach. Here's a look at what's going on. A Fairfield man facing multiple sex abuse-related charges was back in Wayne County Court Tuesday for a pretrial hearing. WFIW says 38-year-old Joshua Rocket of Fairfield appeared in Wayne County Court for a pretrial hearing. During that hearing, Rocket's conditions of release were modified to allow him to attend medical appointments. A final pretrial hearing set for November 4th. Rocket faces multiple felony charges, included aggravated criminal sexual abuse of a minor in a position of trust, aggravated criminal sexual abuse for being more than 5 years older than the victim, and criminal sexual abuse. He remains free under supervision of Wayne County's pretrial services, pending further court proceedings. 38-year-old Kylie Davis of Fairfield was sentenced in Wayne County Court Tuesday after admitting to violating probation back in March in a criminal damage to property case. Davis was sentenced to a new 2-year term of probation. In addition, the court imposed a 60-day stayed jail sentence at the Wayne County Jail, which would automatically be enforced if Davis violates the new term of probation. Out of Lawrence County, WAKO reporting 3 people have recently been sentenced. 39-year-old Amber Rogers of Bridgeport was charged with meth possession and was placed on probation but violated those terms. As a result, she was sentenced to 3 years in state prison to be followed by 6 months of parole. 22-year-old Blaze Blowbaum of Lawrenceville was also charged with meth possession and had been given probation but violated those terms. He was charged again with meth possession while serving probation and thus was sentenced to 3.5 years in state prison to be followed by 6 months of parole. That charge for each offense, those sentences will run concurrently. And 45-year-old Jason Frederick of Lawrenceville was arrested for meth possession, given 7 years in prison to be followed by 1 year of parole. 2 people were hurt in a train derailment early Wednesday morning near the Big 4 Bridge in Gibson County, Indiana. The Wayne County Press reports that calls first came to Mount Carmel authorities about a train derailing in town. But after searching the city, authorities found no train. That derailed train was ultimately located near the Duke Energy power plant. The 100-car coal train derailed, trapping 2 railroad workers inside. Mount Carmel Fire and Ambulance responded. One of the workers suffered non-life-threatening injuries. The other was not hurt. The cause of that derailment remains under investigation. A dispute at the Carmi City Council meeting on Tuesday. WRUL says Alderman Jack Bradshaw became upset at a proposed resolution to end health insurance eligibility for city council members. Mayor Bill Stindabak says they were simply trying to do it the right way and let the council decide, saying it hadn't properly been done previously. Stindabak says he doesn't think council members should qualify for insurance, given that the city's provider requires employees work at least 30 hours a week to be eligible. Bradshaw motioned to vote down the ordinance. That meant those voting yes were voting to continue to allow council members to be eligible for insurance. Council members Greg Knight, Tracy Nelson, Lacey Bradshaw, Mike Knight, Jeremy Corson, and Jack Bradshaw all voted yes. Mark Blake voted no. Doug Hayes abstained. Only 1 current older person is covered under the city's insurance at this time. In other matters, the council continued to discuss what to do about fees they pay for accepting credit card utility payments. No formal action was taken as they continue to research options. At the Carmi Chamber of Commerce annual banquet on Monday, Chamber President Luke Saylor says the theme for the year will be connections, saying that networking and engaging will help make a difference, calling on businesses to plug into the community during the year ahead. Meanwhile, several awards were handed out at the event. The Young Professional Award presented to social studies teacher Carlin Smock. The Citizen of the Year Award was presented to WRUL Radio's J.C. Tinsley. Pizza Hut was honored as the Business of the Year. And 7 businesses were honored with legacy awards for their unwavering support to Carmi, including Carmi Lumber Company, Carmi White County Schools, the City of Carmi, Conger and Elliott, Jordan Funeral Group, Rice Motor Company, and the White County Farm Bureau. As we've told you this week, several candidates have announced their intent to run for office in Wayne County. Petitions to run may be filed October 27th through November 3rd. Thus far, 3 candidates, Sherry Winter, Ryan Best, and Tom Winland, are seeking to run for the 2-year unexpired term for coroner. Sheriff Chris Oddie is seeking re-election but will face a challenge from J.B. Fletcher. The county clerk and recorder's office will see a new face. Doug Atkinson and Billy Joe Townsend are seeking that position after Liz Ann Woodrow's decision to retire. Meanwhile, Matt Vaughn has filed for the open judge's seat, and Kyle Ellis has filed to run for state's attorney. The county assessor's position remains vacant after Jody Poole, the current assessor, moved away from the area. The Illinois Department of Revenue is warning taxpayers about a new text message scam targeting individuals with fraudulent messages appearing to come from state revenue or treasury agencies. This latest phishing scheme involves unsolicited, urgent text messages claiming a tax refund has been processed. Recipients are then asked to provide or verify their personal banking information under the threat of losing the refund. That's a scam. State officials say they never send unsolicited text messages asking for banking or personal information. And Carmi's annual Corn Day event gets underway tonight, the annual Farm to Table Dinner. Social hour at 5:30, dinner at 6:30 on the South Main Cross Street in Carmi. Friday, the Corn Day pageant is on the main stage at 5:30 with the cornhole tournament in the first mid parking lot also at 5:30. And at 7:30, a preview of the Carmi White County Drama Department's fall play on the main stage. That's followed by Kyson Clark's band Rusted Spirit. A full day of events also on tap for Saturday. Stay with us as we continue. We'll take a look at the upcoming weekend weather forecast and be back for sports. Stay with us.
Introducing the Student Plus account from First National Bank, a free checking account designed for students and parents alike. With Student Plus, parents stay in control with real-time alerts and spending limits, while students learn to manage money safely and independently. Instant transfers, lost card protection, and customizable features make banking simple for the whole family. Getting started is easy. Just visit any First National Bank of Allendale branch with your student, set up mobile banking, and choose the features that work best for you. Student Plus accounts with First National Bank. Parents choose the controls, students learn responsibility.
At Wabash General Hospital, we're more than healthcare. We are part of the team. Our athletic trainers proudly serve 13 area high schools and 3 junior colleges, standing on the sidelines and in the AT rooms every day. From keeping our athletes healthy to helping them chase their dreams, we're here for every student athlete, every game, every step of the way, from injury to return to play. At Wabash General Hospital, caring for athletes is our game.
Gabriel Fluffy Iglesias, the 1976 tour.
When it comes to the Department of Cuddling, this is what I want. I want a woman. I want a big girl. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This way we both can agree on the temperature of the thermostat.
Friday, October 17th, Ford Center. Tickets on sale now at fluffyguy.com. Don't miss them, Evansville. Gabriel Fluffy Iglesias, the 1976 tour.
Welcome back. Time to talk weather here tonight. A chilly start to the day, but it warmed up pretty seasonally for this time of year. No rain to speak of. Will we see a spritz of a shower overnight Friday into Saturday? That's about the only isolated chance we have of any kind of rain for the foreseeable future. Let's talk about that more in a moment. 71 degrees, our cool high today. 48 was our low this morning, both below normal, just by a couple of degrees for this time of year, and of course no rain in the previous 24 hours. As we put our map in motion, you see clear skies out there tonight, but watch this system approaching here from the west. We're not going to see it until sometime late on Friday. No impacts to any ball games, and really not much of any impacts at all. If we see any rain from that, it would be very light and overnight Friday into early on Saturday morning. But by the time you wake up on Saturday and throughout much of the rest of the weekend, it will be a mix of sun and clouds and very seasonal for this time of year. One more chilly night tonight. Clear skies, lows getting down as cool as 35 degrees. The forecast up in Newton, 38 in Olney, 39 in Mount Carmel, 40 down in Carmi. So upper 30s to low 40s generally across the board. A pretty good looking Friday. Sunshine. Highs will be in the low 70s. If we see any shower activity, it would come with the clouds on Saturday morning, Friday night into Saturday. Lows more seasonal in the low 50s, upper 70s for the high with plenty of sunshine. On Saturday, your extended forecast, 77 on Sunday, 80 degrees on Monday, back into the 70s for highs for the early and middle part of next week. Overnight lows more seasonal in the 50s. The outlier Saturday night, 49, and of course tonight, upper 30s. That's your forecast. We'll talk sports next.
Drive into fall at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a new Ford F-150 up to $6,400 off MSRP. Get 4.9% for 84 months on 2025 Explorers. Find your new vehicle at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. Prices have fallen at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get up to $6,000 off a new Jeep Wrangler or a Jeep Cherokee L up to $8,000 off or 0% for 60 months. Come in today or go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Hi, I'm David James, president of Mount Carmel Public Utility Company.
And I'm Elijah Hadra, one of the captains at the Mount Carmel Fire Department.
Let's start with our first tip, the optimal locations for fire alarms.
So smoke alarms should be installed on every level of your home, outside each sleeping area, and inside every bedroom. For the best protection, we recommend that you interconnect all the smoke alarms so that when one sounds, they all sound.
Grammy Award winner, country and gospel music legend Jimmy Fortune is coming to Wabash Valley College for a performance in the Brubeck Theater, Friday, October 17th at 7:30 p.m. Jimmy Fortune, the voice of the Statler Brothers, with hits like Elizabeth, plus Gaither music gospel hits like I Believe. Tickets are $35, $15 for those 17 and under, and are available by phone at 618-263-5164 or scan the QR code on your screen.
Welcome back. It's time to talk sports, and this week's high school football schedule gets underway tonight. Let's take a look at the schedule in the Black Diamond. At 7 o'clock, it's Edwards County hosting Cesar-Valier tonight. Elsewhere in the Diamond, Carmi on Friday at CZRE, Fairfield's at Flora, Hamilton County at Johnston City. And on Saturday at 1, Red Hill hosts El Dorado. In the Little Illini, all action under the Friday night lights. Casey's out Mount Carmel, and don't forget, the Mount Carmel Athletic Hall of Fame induction begins at 6:30 at the stadium. Elsewhere Friday, Paris at Olney, Lawrenceville at Marshall, and Robinson is at Newton. Now to high school golf. Tee times have been released for the opening round of the IHSA Golf State Tournaments tomorrow. The Mount Carmel Lady Aces look to make it 5 straight state titles as they play at Red Tail Run Golf Course in Decatur. The Lady Aces, Ella Turner tees off at 9:24, Elise Swanson at 9:33, Miranda Kennard at 9:42, Ava Brummingen at 9:51, Miley Kennard at 10 a.m. and defending state champion Zimmy Moore at 10:09. Meanwhile, Salem's Maya Russell tees off at 10:45. At the 1A Boys State Final at Prairie Vista in Bloomington, Sisney's Hagen Howard tees off at 9:33. And at the 2A Boys Final, Olney's Reese Glover tees off at 10:36. That's at the Wybrink Golf Course in Normal. High school volleyball last night, Edwards County beat El Dorado 2-0. Grayville over Weber 2-0. And Lawrenceville beat Martinsville 2-0. Cross country now at Harrisburg on the boys' side. Hamilton County 6th at 156. NCOE was 10th. Carmi no team score. 18 schools sent runners to the race. On the girls' side, Hamilton County was 3rd at 86. Carmi 5th at 106. NCOE no team score, but the Lady Cardinals Hadley Douglas won the race in 18 minutes, 56.38 seconds. Runners from 17 schools in that girls' race. High school tennis yesterday, Carterville beat Fairfield 9-0. College soccer last night, Wabash Valley beat the Oakland City JV team 4-1. That does it for us tonight. We'll see you tomorrow for more news. Kyle Peach from all of us at News Channel 15. Have a great night.